Now, from across the tri-states, this is KHQA Sports.
Well, if you're going to play a 3.5-hour baseball game, you might as well give the fans their money's worth. And Illini West and Quincy High School certainly did that across the street today. Pick it up in the bottom of the third. Game already an hour deep. 7-6 Illini West. Check out the bunt there by Jacob Jobe, who uses the chalk line to bounce that in. Moves Matt Tosick up to first base. Gets pushed around a little bit by Cody Anderson. It's playful pushing because that would set the table for this. Andrew Eiler straight back up the box to tie this game up at 7 apiece. The Blue Devils would add 2 more runs in the frame on sac flies. Then Mr. Andrew Hugenberg have himself a day right here. This double is going to roll deep to the wall, score a pair of Blue Devils, and extend that lead. Quincy High not done in the frame. They would pound out 6 runs in the inning, courtesy of the capper coming up right here from Drake Green. Going to drive in the RBI single. The slow roller gets it done. It's a 12-7 Blue Devil lead at that point. Illini West comes back up in the top of the fourth, trying to put anything together. Alex Million having none of it at shortstop. Great bit of fielding right here to take away a base hit. Beautiful snare, even better throw. Great stretch at first base as well, as the Blue Devils end up killing the threat. Then at the bottom of the frame, this thing would just continue. Andrew Eiler's doubles to start the inning. The Blue Devils would add 2 runs on wild pitches. Hugenberg, who had 5 ribbies on the day, gets a sac fly in the frame, extends the lead even further. This thing was far from done, though. The Blue Devils do win it by the final of 17-9 in a game that may have just ended seconds ago. Who knows? But it was certainly a long affair and a successful one for the Quincy High Bats. Elsewhere in Illinois on this day, we've got Jacksonville Rout going on the road, getting a big day from Ben Whalen to beat Liberty. 10-5 was your final there. Speaking of big days, Alec Drake with 5 ribbies for the successful Macomb Bombers as they beat up on Monrose. Brown County loses today to Griggsville Perry 4-1. Isaac Whitaker doing the deed with the bat. Caleb Bradshaw gets the win on the hill, and Triopia bounces back from a 6-0 deficit in the 5th inning to beat its arch rival West Central. 8-7 was your final there. Palmyra and Clark County going at it. Jerry Jerome with the upstart, restarted Clark County program. His team befuddled by Holden Hudson all day long. Struck out 2 in the first frame and looked darn good doing it. He gets some offense behind him right off the bat. Easy to pitch with a lead. Caleb Kaiser kind of puts one up into the Gulf Stream here. It circles around and finds some open outfield out in right field. That sets the table right here for Seth Brown and his bat of renown. Puts the ball in play. That's good enough to score a run on the fielder's choice, but we're not done in the frame. A 5-run first for the Palmyra Panthers. The big blow coming courtesy of Alex Bross with a couple aboard. This is a 2-run single to get it done. Palmyra led 5-0 at that point. Holden Hudson and the pitching staff does the rest as Palmyra wins by the final count in this one of 13-0. Elsewhere in the Show Me State, baseball-wise on the day, we can tell you that Mark Twain got Tyler Neiman today. Neiman with 2 home runs and 5 ribbies to lead his team to victory on the road. Also on the docket today, we've got Jerry Ball Classic results, or at least highlights for you. I'm going to call track and field without any final results. It's kind of a triple jumper summit today. Kyle Fulton went over 42 feet in his first jump. Alex Blickhand did likewise out of Minden Unity. But the story out of the gate, Tristan Castilla out of Louisiana, a new personal record today, 44.7. I'm not sure if that held up or not, but it sure looked like an awful good jump to start things off for Castiglia, who has been awesome this season. Easy for me to say. High jump tie today between Louisiana's Denise Blackwell, who you see there, and Canton sensational Katie March. They ended up with a tie on the day as well. More to come from you. We can tell you in the long jump today, looked like Palmyra's Hannah Smith, who you see right there at 15.3. That was going to hold up. Looked like it might win. Chase Pennewell had the best pole vault of the day. Again, final results coming up for you at KHQA.com coming up later tonight. Finally, on the results page today, let's give you a couple from things that we do have. We'll start off with softball. West Hancock hands Central its first and second losses of the season. 5-1 and 7-1 were your finals there. Also, Jacksonville no match for Michaela Leapley and Liberty. It was Rachel Smith and Griggsville Perry beating up on Brown County. And we've got Farmington getting beat by Sarah Seaman and Beardstown. 7-1 your final there. A couple of golf scores, soccer scores. Quincy High School in tennis today beats Hannibal 5-4. We've got some good stuff right here for in the golf side of things. Palmyra wins a quad today thanks to Hunter Baggett, who was your medalist with a 33 on the day. That's a 200 par score. Hannibal a winner today in its triangular. And today in soccer, Hannibal loses on the road to Helias. Very good Helias team, 2-1. Finally for you, Keokuk jumps all over West Liberty and wins tonight by the final count of 8-0. Taylor Lemon with a hat trick in that ball game as well. And we've got two college scores. HLG goes on the road and beats Culver Stockton baseball. Keaton Baker today leading the way with a ribby and a couple of hits. And we can tell you that John Wood split today. The outstanding freshman Sal Martinwano ends up getting his 6th win of the season against no losses. John Wood drops the second game, however. Final count in that one was 7-3. Cardinals victorious tonight as well, 6-1 over the Brewers yet again.
Try as it might.